Hey guys, Skate Nerd Scott here. I'm trying out something new, doing my first video within video review. I know we're just getting to know each other, okay? I'm not trying to freak everybody out with crazy political statements, but just this one time, I gotta wear this shirt. I'm gonna be talking today about Spirit Quest, the new video from Colin Reed, who had previously, a couple years ago, done a video called Tengu, God of Mischief. The new video, Spirit Quest, is a little bit different, but it is everything you could possibly expect from this guy who has proven himself to be a very creative skate filmmaker already. Spirit Quest, right off the bat, super impressive. Just the amount of creativity that went into this. It took him about 3 years to make. There are so many people in this video. Not a lot of people have what you call traditional full part, but that's okay. New names, old names, big names, people that you may not have heard of, that all still pretty much kill it on the same level. Editing wise, what this video does that's a lot different from what we've previously seen in any video really is the theme. Colin intercuts scenes of animals doing animal stuff, interacting with their environment, cutting it to skateboarders in our environment, jumping, diving, losing their board, basically equating it to a predator and prey situation. Instead of the jungle, the backdrop is the cityscape. Super creative and visionary. Right off the bat, Colin starts off with this chameleonized thing. Two cameras, it looks like, pointed in two different directions, but are edited together. Sometimes he uses just one camera and two different takes to use a split screen that splits apart, taking the skater in one place in one part of their line and in another place in another part. Honestly, on paper, you may not think that would work, but he pulls it off. The runtime is kind of a big deal for some people. It's like 80 plus minutes. Therefore, it is split up into two parts, part one and part two. There's not a whole lot of difference thematically in between part one and part two, but much like the recent Static video, Josh Stewart came out with 4 and 5 simultaneously. This one kind of does the same thing, except on one disc. This video, I swear to God, dares you to look away. There are so many little quirky things besides the awesome skating. You don't want to miss anything. Editing tricks, weird things that kind of happen on the street, not to mention you might miss a really awesome trick. The music, a little all over the place, although very rhythmic for the most part, keeping with this jungle theme or wilderness theme. There's a good Diggable Planet song, kind of like a New York 90s shout out that kind of goes along with some of the vibe of this video. Although you can't define this video in those terms. You cannot say that this is a 90s style, East Coast style, New York style video. It is filmed on VX. I, for the most part, think that VX has kind of passed its time. Technology has surpassed it. It's moved on. A lot of VX footage to me at this point in 2016 looks old. It's looked old for 5 years. I think Colin Reed subverts this, not using too many digital editing tricks. A lot of it is in camera. The camera will move in and out of things. At one point, it moves through somebody's legs, carrying over to the other side. The camera will go down a slide, up a pipe, and back down. So many creative angles. So literally everybody in this video puts forth a great effort. All their clips are amazing. Jimmy Lannon and his sweet snow camo pants. I'm sure I owned the exact pair, 97. Quim Cardona showing up still warm from his static part. Here he actually, I think, has some even better footage, particularly his frontside pop shove. Like nobody can do that trick like he does that trick. Daniel Kim has some intriguing footage. He does some really unconventional moves, switch flip, tail grab, some 90s style illusion flips. Very color coordinated. He knows he's on camera. He knows people are going to be looking at him. He dresses accordingly. Marty Morosky's skating translates well from the kind of Southwest Arizona stuff that we're used to seeing him in to East Coast New York. Danny Renaud shows up, getting a little buck. Good to see him skating again. Taylor Naraki, particularly enjoyable. Pushes like a gorilla. He's got such a massive presence on a skateboard, and he's not that big of a guy in stature. I think it might have something to do with the bald head and giant beard combo. The Far East Skate Network guys show up, which is good to see. There's definitely some FESN influence in the style of this video. Also, some of the Magenta guys show up. The video doesn't fall prey to one of the worst trends, the sped up VX footage. Personally, I think it just ruins the integrity of skate filming, but it's kept to a minimum in this video. Not a lot of huge moves in this. It's mostly about kind of smaller skateboarding, smaller movements, creative stuff. I think it's small skateboarding at its best. There's so many cool, unique moves in this that bear multiple views that need to be repeated, that we're bound to see a ton of GIFs coming out of this. But in fact, I call for a moratorium, a 1-year moratorium on GIFs coming from this video, because I want it to be viewed all together. The video, finally, in summation, I think really pushes the bar for what's capable with VX. It's taking the limitations of the VX and making them its strengths. Creative filming and the most creative skateboarding and some of the most creative editing that we've ever seen. And so far, this is the video of the year of 2016 for me. See y'all next time.